setting up your social media platforms and then you get to the part where you need to add your bio and you freeze. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And in this video, I'm going to share 4 elements that should be included in every social media bio to build your brand, attract new humans, and to convert people from social media passerbyers to people that are in your brand orbit. Welcome, my name is Kaye Putnam. I'm the psychology-driven brand strategist. I love hanging out with you here on YouTube. If you haven't yet, and you're interested in all things branding, business, entrepreneurship, energy, habits, just life as a halfway functioning entrepreneur, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. It's super helpful, and you'll see more videos like mine or of mine that are related to these topics. So writing the bio, I'm thinking most often about Instagram, because Instagram, well, and Twitter if you're on Twitter, but these places have very condensed space to try to explain to the world what you're all about. And it can feel really stressful to try to get it all in there. And you might not get it all in there, but let me share the 4 things that ideally we want to have in your bio so that people understand what you are all about. And before we do that, let's talk about what we don't need in our bio. So as an entrepreneur, as a brand, as a business owner, our bio is not the place to share your love of wine or snickerdoodles or snoodle pums or any of that personal stuff. As people get to know us more, we can share those human elements of our personal brand or of our brand. But in the beginning, we are answering the question for people: is this person for me? Am I in the right place? And are they relevant to me? Those are 3 questions, but you get the point. They are very self-motivated when they come into contact with a new brand. So they might be kind of like looking through your feed, but also that bio is so crucial to answering those questions. Element number 1 that is really useful to have in a bio, whether it's Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook, is a searchable keyword term. So you might call yourself the Queen of Sparkle, but chances are somebody's looking for a life coach or a business coach or a brand strategist. So including those terms that your client is most likely to use when they're looking for somebody like you can help you get found when they're looking for somebody like you. Second thing to include is who you help. You can literally have a I help statement in your bio. I help moms. I help ambitious entrepreneurs. I help graduating MBA students. Like, who do you help? Help your ideal client see themselves in your bio. And then married to that, coupled with that, what do you help them do? What outcome do you provide? So I might say something like, I help driven entrepreneurs attract more ideal clients. I already have brand strategist up in that keyword, up in my name. So I don't need to necessarily say branding again. I could, but I don't have to. But I need to tell people why they should pay attention. Why should they care about the content that I'm producing? And that statement can be a really quick gut check or just clarity piece so they understand the impact that you can have on their life. Fourth element that you absolutely should have in your bio is a next step. So once somebody stumbles on your profile, they read that statement, they're like, "Oh, you help people like me get an outcome that I want. What do I do next?" You want to utilize the link feature in your bio to lead to the next step. So give them something to do in that bio that is going to bring them into your world. So help them give you their email address or lead to a free consultation call or maybe a free lead magnet. Any way that you want to deepen that relationship and give you another channel of communication is a really high value link to include in that bio. For myself, I alternate. So I'll either just have a link to my quiz. Sometimes I switch over to more of a link tree type of link if I have a few different things going on. This may or may not be as effective. I haven't done a lot of data analysis to see if a single link or multiple links is going to have measurable differences. But intuitively, if we have one really important thing that we're trying to get people to do, just putting the single link is probably going to work better. But if we have like a few things going on, or if it's just more of an open-ended kind of evergreen time in your business where you are just accepting one-on-one clients over time, plus you have this lead magnet, plus you were on a podcast recently, you can condense those into a list in something like a link tree or just a page on your website that has links for people that are coming from Instagram or whatever platform that you're building this bio for. Or if I'm doing an actual launch, I will absolutely put all of the attention on either signing up for the free challenge or the masterclass or the actual course, depending on where I am in my launch sequence. So those are the 4 elements that you absolutely should have in your bio: a searchable term, who you help, how you help them, and a link of what they should do next. And there's 2 bonus items if you do have space in the word count. You could add some credibility. So say you've been featured on like somebody's podcast, or you have worked with a certain amount of clients that is really impressive, or you've generated a certain amount of revenue. If you're a business coach, you can add that quick little piece of credibility as a convincer that you're worth paying attention to. This feels icky sometimes, but the human brain is just looking for that confirmation that you're somebody that they can trust or that they're interested in learning from. So if you can demonstrate really quickly in a short amount of characters that you've either been featured somewhere or you've gotten to some result, say like a 7-figure business or something of that nature, or have worked with thousands of clients, that quick credibility element can convince more people to follow and stick around. And then also you may decide, and this might just come later if you don't have space for it in your bio, but if you do have more characters, more space, say like on a LinkedIn bio, having your branded proprietary process name in your bio can help differentiate you from other people who offer similar or substitute services or products as you. So share what makes your brand or your process or your system different from everybody else. And then that can be a really strong indicator that you have something unique to offer. To really solidify this, let's go behind my computer and I'm going to share some past clients and or peers of mine or just people who are doing bios really well and take a look at them right now. Alrighty, stepped behind my computer using a different mic, so it might sound a little bit different, but I'm sure you'll forgive me. Starting with my own Instagram profile, you can see all of the elements that we just talked about. So brand strategist is right up there with my name. So if anybody is searching for one, hopefully I'll pop up in the search results. And then we talk about psychology-driven brand strategist for entrepreneurs. This is both acknowledging who I work with, so entrepreneurs, and it is hinting at my proprietary process or my position in the market, which is psychology-driven brand strategy. And then the outcome is that we build your brand on truth, not trends. Lastly, we have a call to action and a link. So free branding classes and tools can be found right there in my link. Dun, dun, dun. And I'll show you just really quickly what that looks like for me. We have a page on my site that has some of my different master classes and my quiz and my YouTube channel, all of those good things. All right, but it's not just me. Let's take a look at a few others. I've never worked with Cody. I just think she's fascinating and a very successful entrepreneur. Check out her name. Investor is that keyword that she wants to be known for, right up there in her name. And then critical thinking and contrarian cash flow, creating free thinkers and the financially free. So that is both who she works with and what the outcome is that she's creating. And then also she has some of those credibility markers that we talked about as a bonus: newsletter for 100K and $200 million venture capitalist and investor. And then again, she has a call to action with a link hers is also going to a link tree. So she has kind of a choose your own adventure thing that's happening. Let's take a look at a few others. Jana, who is a Pinterest genius and is on my team. She works as my content strategist on Team Kaye and Co. You can see that she's also following my advice. Pinterest strategist in there, the name. And then her business, when she works with one-on-one clients, is helping coaches in wellness and style niches. So she's really honed in on who exactly she works with, and she helps them find perfect fit clients using Pinterest. So that is the outcome. And then she has a very particular workshop that she's drawing attention to. That is her VIP brand link that she stuck there in her call to action. And she tells us what that is. So a free content repurposing party that is coming up. Amazing job, Jana. One more from my ecosystem. I worked with Scott a bunch of times. So Scott Oldford has done really well for himself. He is trying, from the looks of it, he doesn't even have his name up in his name. He just has entrepreneur up there because he really wants to be found for the keyword entrepreneur. And to be fair, Scott Oldford is his name, so you can tell who he is. He says, I help online entrepreneurs, coaches, and experts scale past 7 figures. That's who he helps and what he helps them do. Credibility with seen by millions of entrepreneurs in 100 countries. And then he just has a link to his homepage there. And then I didn't want to leave out other types of brands. So let's go take a look at a membership, wellness membership that I'm a part of, which I love. They have meditation, yoga, and breathwork. So they have a mindfulness studio for everyone. And that kind of hints at the outcome. So it's helping us be mindful for everyone. I have a little bit of an issue with because nobody's for everyone. But I think that they are just highlighting kind of a girl next door archetype here with their accessibility and their inclusivity by saying that they are for everyone. So while they're not for everyone by their personality and what they offer, certain people will self-select in that are interested in those kinds of things. But of the people that might be interested in those, they're making a deliberate effort to be very inclusive. And then they have actually lots of keywords that they're including in here. So breathwork, meditation, yoga, Pilates, and a specific CTA over to a link tree. So you can start a free trial, download an app, just go straight to the website, etc. So that's a software as a service or more of like a membership site. And then also you can see this over on a product-based business as well. Lunya makes beautiful pajamas, so sleepwear for the modern woman. And then they have a branded hashtag that they're probably using to generate user-generated content. It tells you it's for the modern woman and it is sleepwear. And we have a link tree for them as well, which leads to their website or a call to action to sign up for text. So there you have it, the 4 crucial elements for your bio plus 2 bonuses. I hope this was useful for you. If it was, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, what is your newly crafted bio that you're going to put on your social media platform. All right, I will see you guys next time. Happy bio writing. You can do it. I have faith in you. Go get this.